Welcome everyone. My name is Emily and I am your adaptive fitness trainer helping you keep moving. For those of you who don't know me, I live in Southwest Illinois. I have lived with multiple sclerosis for over 18 years. I was diagnosed at the age of 17. And over the last 18 years, I've recognized how important staying active is for me physically, mentally, and emotionally. And so I became a group fitness instructor and personal trainer to create adaptive fitness classes for the MS community so that no matter what your limitation, you can keep moving. And that is what this workout is going to help you do. We are going to get out in a full body workout. We're going to work from our head to our toes, do a lot of different exercises that are found to be safe and effective for people living with MS. The nice thing is this workout can be done totally seated or standing, so you kind of get to decide on what level you want to work at. What you'll notice is workouts are written up on the screen. I experience some cognitive challenges sometimes, and I really want to make sure that it's accessible. So you're going to see everything we're doing up on the screen so you can follow along. I always start my workouts out with a little bit of a body scan, which you'll see over here. This is just kind of a helpful way to check in with your body. Every day is so different. And so we'll kind of check in from our head to our toes and let that inform you on how you move your body and what your body needs from you today. All right, give yourself permission to modify if you need to. No shame in that. All right, so let's start off with a nice body scan. So just take a big breath in and a big breath out. And we'll kind of start from our head, just kind of checking in with how are we coming today? How's our mood? Are we feeling overwhelmed? Are we feeling anxious? Maybe we're feeling joyful. It's Friday, we're relieved. Whatever that is, notice that. Exercise can help boost our mood, so hopefully that will show at the end of the workout. As we continue to breathe and check in with our bodies, check in with your fatigue. How did you wake up today? Did you feel energized? Or maybe you felt like your tank was on empty. Slow down if you need to. Take breaks when you need to. Good. Check in with our cognition. If we're feeling a little bit foggy or slow, that is okay. Those exercises are written up on the screen so you can follow along. As we move down the rest of our body, just try to check in with any numbness or tingling or balance issues or tightness or spasticity in your muscles. Notice that, and hopefully as we move our bodies, we'll feel a little bit looser. Maybe some of that will go away, but just recognize it. And lastly, I just want you to check in and what is your intention? Why are you coming today? Is it to connect with other people in the MS community? Is it to get some motivation to get moving? Whatever that is, I want you to set that intention and use that to energize you throughout our workout. So let's get to our warm up. So take a big breath in, reach arms up overhead. Exhale it out. Good. And if you want to do this one standing, you totally can. Stand it up, inhale arms up, and exhale down. Good. Big breath in and out. Getting oxygen through those muscles. Exhale. Last one, breathe it in and out. Moving into arm openers. So arms are going to open up nice and big. You can add in a foot tap to the side. You can also do a side tap to the side or just stand and open. So we're really opening up the chest, using those shoulder blades. And then if you want to incorporate that lower body, go for it. Purpose of warm-ups is to warm up our muscles, get the blood pumping, connect our brain to our body. Good. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Keep those arms out nice and wide. We're going to do some tiny little arm circles. You can add in a knee march if you'd like. I'm adding a couple little different things. I know it's not written up on the screen. Good. Reverse the circle. Keep with those knees. Again, standing, this is going to require some balance. Nice. Perfect. Now we're going to go palms to the sky, palms to the ground. Just nice little rotation and come forward. You can march it out if you want. Feels a little bit like a doctor's appointment. Work on that rotation in those shoulders. Last time to the side and shake it out. We're going to move into skier arms. So we're going to inhale arms up overhead. And as we exhale, I'm bringing my chest towards my thighs. Big arms up and exhale. So if you're standing, we're just kind of hinging forward slightly and inhale arms up. Good. Nice range of motion in those shoulders. Good. Inhale as arms come up. Exhale as arms come down, chest to the thighs. Go for 2 more. Here's 1 and 2. Nice. Sitting up nice and tall. Check in with your posture. Stand up nice and tall. We're going to do some shoulder rolls. Just going to do nice big shoulder rolls. You can always add in elbows. You You can always do big arms back. Good, and then we'll come forward. Shoulder rolls forward. Like I said, I like to add in elbows and arms, just kind of exaggerating that movement. Perfect. All right, moving into spinal twist. Reach across the body. Good. Reach and twist. Working the core. Reaching across the body, working that brain. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Moving on to reach overs. I'm going to place my forearm on my thigh, reach it up and over. Feels really good in those lats and in the obliques. If we're standing, we can be here. Nice big stretches. Looks good. Warm up that body. 3 more on each side. Here's 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna move into lower body. So this will require some balance if you're doing it standing, because we're doing a knee hug. If this is too challenging, please take a seat. Pull that knee up towards your chest, rotate in the ankle, point and flex the toe, release and switch sides. So you should do about 3 or 4. If you're experiencing some tightness in your muscles in those legs, you can also just kind of do like a pull and release as well. Good. Keep on going. Pull that knee up, rotate in the ankle, flex the toe. Good. Maybe 1 more on each side. And then we're going to move into those hamstring scoops. Perfect. I love these hamstring scoops. They feel so good in the back of the leg. So seated option. I'm going to extend 1 foot forward, heels on the ground, toes pointed up. And I'm going to reach down towards that extended leg and then do a big circle. So I'm going to do about 4 or 5 on this side. If we're doing it standing, we're just hinging forward and you can alternate. Nice stretch. So we're not holding. We're just moving gently through this movement, feeling a nice stretch in the back of the leg. Let's switch sides. If you're doing it standing, just keep alternating. Good, legs extended, reach and scoop. Nice, let's do 1 more. Reach and scoop. All right, last one is windmill. So legs are out wide, arms are out wide. We're touching opposite hand to opposite leg. Nice little twist, sit up nice and tall. This is your seated option. Touching opposite hand to opposite leg. If we're standing, we can be here. Nice. Feeling a nice stretch in that inner thigh. Working the brain as we touch opposite hand to the opposite side. Good. Let's go for 2 more on each side. 1 and 2. Nice. All right. We should feel somewhat warmed up right now. I want you to grab your tennis ball. We're going to move into some neuromotor exercises, which is like hand-eye coordination, using a tennis ball. So if you got to go steal one from your dog, go do that. I am going to put up our workout. Okay. So here is what is going to happen. It's up on the screen. You can do this standing or seated. That's up to you. All right. I'm going to probably do this one seated for a couple of times. So ball is in our right hand. I want you to inhale and squeeze that ball nice and tight. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, release and switch hands. Inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, release and switch. We're working dexterity. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release and switch. We're connecting our brain to our hands. Dexterity is super important. A couple more here. Inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nice and tight. Exhale, release. Now, as we go through all the different exercises, I want you to really make sure you're hanging on nice and tight to that ball. Last one on each side. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Nice. All right, moving into pancakes. So we're just tossing the ball from right to left. Now, the trick or the goal is to not look at the ball as we toss it from right to left. But if we do, that's okay. Everyone's at a different level of ability when it comes to hand-eye coordination. A nice little challenge is adding a nice little twist. Again, if we're doing this seated, I want you to sit up nice and tall, core is engaged. If you drop that ball, just go get it. It's just part of your workout. Nice. Good. All right, we're moving. Whoop. See, it happens to me too. We're moving into single hand toss. So choose a hand. Maybe it's tiny tosses. Maybe it's big tosses. I was a goalkeeper in college, so hand-eye coordination just kind of like in my blood, but this is still really important to practice. Good. Let's switch hands. I'm not left-handed, so this hand is not as strong. Really making sure we hold on nice and tight. Catch the ball. Eyes follow the ball. Good. And rest. Okay. We're going to exchange in front and overhead. So if we're standing, my feet are shoulder width apart, open up arms nice and big. I'm going to exchange in front, squeeze that chest, grab the ball, and then up overhead. So that's your standing option. Seated option, same idea. Exchange in front and up overhead. As you notice, your core is engaged, sitting up nice and tall. Your arms are going to start feeling nice and warm. This is still part of our warm-up. Really hang on nice and tight to that ball as you grab it overhead and in front. So we're working our shoulders and our chest. Squeeze and hold. Good. Let's do 2 more. So here's 1 and 1 and 2 and 2. Good. Shake out those arms. We often find ourselves hunched over all day, so this next exercise is really going to open up those shoulders. We're going to exchange behind our back. So if we're standing, we're just going clockwise, bring the ball behind our back. I'm grabbing it behind my back and in front. If we're seated, sit on the edge of your chair, switch directions, so go counterclockwise now. Still hanging on nice and tight to that ball. Good. 3, 2, and 1. All right. We're gonna do some lower body exercises. So I'll show both seated and standing options. If we're seated, my feet are gonna be together, knees are bent. I'm bending forward, grabbing the ball underneath my legs and sitting up nice and tall. So that's one option. If we're standing, you're just gonna hold the ball with both hands. You're gonna hinge forward, nice little stretch in those hamstrings and stand up nice and tall. So you can either be here or seated. Let's go. So hinge it forward. Good. Stay up nice and tall each time. Core is engaged. Grab that ball under the legs and over, or we're just getting a nice stretch here. Still hanging on nice and tall, tight to that ball. 2 more. Here's 1 and 2. Nice. Moving on to figure eights. So if we're standing, my legs are nice and wide. Opposite hand is going to go to opposite knee. Switch hands here. That's your standing option. Seated, we're going under left, under right, over right. You ready? Let's go. So we're either here, figure eights, channeling that inner basketball player. Good. Or doing a little bit of an ice skater, opposite hand to the opposite leg. If you really want to go hardcore, you can do squats, but that's going to be your most advanced option. Good. But this seated one's good too. 3, 2, and 1. Last one, we're going to work that core. Inhale, arms up overhead. Whatever hand the ball is in, you're pulling that elbow down towards that hip, reaching it back up, switch hands, reach and pull. Standing options here. That arm up to the sky is getting a nice stretch. Nice little lateral bend, working those obliques. Good. Pull and pull. Nice. Last one on each side. Reach and pull, reach and pull. Nice. All right, our brain should be now connected to the rest of our body. We're gonna move on. We're gonna be focusing on upper body. So grab your hand weights, whatever size you have, and let's get started with our upper body exercises. Grab some water if you need it. Here we go. All right. So depending on the day, I always change up the different formats that we're going to be doing. So you're going to see up on the screen, we're working for 40 seconds. We're going to rest for 20, and we're going to be focusing on one exercise at a time. So we're going to do number 1, which is curls. So I may kind of change it up during the 40 seconds. Maybe I have us doing single curls. Maybe I have us doing double curls or single, double. I'll play around with it, but we're going to focus on our biceps. Then we're going to work on our shoulders. Then we're going to work on our triceps, the back of the arm, and then our shoulders again, but I'll walk this through each time. So we've got 40 seconds of work. Again, seated or standing. If you're able to do it standing, I encourage you to do so, but if that doesn't work, if we're in that seated position, I want you to get your core nice and engaged. We're gonna get started in 10 seconds. So grab whatever weights feel good to you. Sitting up nice and tall, roll those shoulders down and back. Are we ready? Let's start with just both arms coming up and down. Exhale as we curl it up. Inhale as it comes down. Good. If this is too easy, you can always increase your weight. If it's too heavy, lower the weight or go to just one single weight. Let's go for single curls now. Curl it up and down. Good. Again, seated here. Nice. Keep it up. All right, let's go single, single, double. So up with the right, up with the left, then both. Nice little cognitive challenge here. Good, let's do one more set just like that. Curl it up and both. Nice, quick rest. Shake out those arms. We're moving on to shoulder presses. If the weight gets too heavy, you can always just go to a single press. Are you ready? Same idea. Weights are gonna be at our shoulders, seated or standing, whichever feels good to you. Let's start with both arms in the air. Let's go. Exhale and press it up. Inhale, come down. Good, core's nice and strong. Use that breath. Let's go. Nice. Let's go for singles. Good. Feels good. Strong arms here. Again, drop it, the weights if they get too heavy. Let's go for that single, single, double. We got about 3 reps to go. Can you do one more? Press it up and up and press. Woo, and rest. Nice. Shake it out. I'm going to change my weights because my triceps are not as strong. So we're going to be working the back of the arm. So we're going to be kicking the arms back to the side. So a little bit of a bend and extend. So I'm extending the arm back. If that feels weird, you can always go out to the side like so. All right. So that's what this one's going to look like. I'm going to get our time set. Working those triceps. So if we're in a seated position, I'm hinged forward slightly. My elbows are tucked in nice and tight, squeezing in those shoulder blades and extending that arm back, squeezing in the back of the arm. All right, here we go. Whoop. Find which position. We're gonna start with both arms, or we're standing here, hinged forward. Let's go. So kick it back and bend. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Elbows are tucked in nice and tight to our side. Feel the burn. Let's go for singles, just back with the right, then back with the left. Really lift and squeeze, feeling in the back of that arm. Good, or we can be out to the side. Yep, let's go for that single, single, double. Single, single, double, kick it back. Single, single. Woo, feel the burn. We're almost there. Good work. 3, 2, 1, rest. Shake out those arms. Woo! All right, we're moving on to what's called an upright row. So we're gonna be working our traps, which is kind of the tops of our shoulders. So when I pull my weights up, my elbows come high, my wrists stay lower. So it looks like this. Pull it up and lower. Another option, maybe one weight, pull it up and lower. See how my elbows are here, not here, up. You should feel right here in those traps. All right, figure out which weight you want to do. We're going to get started in 10 seconds. Upright rows, working those shoulders, seated or standing. Are we ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the weights up and lower. Good. Looks nice. Perfect. Good. All right. We're going to kind of stick with the same theme. Can we go up with the right, then up with the left? We're just challenging the brain. We're still doing the same movement, but we're saying, nope, we're not both now. We're just going to do singles. Oh, but then we're going to change it again. We're going to go that single, single, double. Pull it up and lower. Up, up, both. We do one more set, just like that. Single, single, last one. Pull it up and lower. Beautiful. All right, strength completed. We have 1 minute of cardio. I'm gonna work your brain. We're gonna do a little bit of like what's called an AMRAP, as many rounds as possible. So we got 8 high to low punches and then 5 jacks for 1 minute. So it's gonna look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once you hit 8, then you got 5 jumping jacks. And you're gonna put that on repeat for 1 minute. So if you're ready, seated or standing, 1 minute of work in Hold on, 1 minute timer's coming up in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So you got 8 punches and then 5 jacks. Go at your own pace. You got 1 minute. Good. Keep it up, keep it up. That high intensity option is standing. Maybe we do high impact jacks or low, that's fine. Keep it up. You got 30 seconds to go. Good. Get to go at your own pace, which I love about AMRAPs. Depending on how I'm feeling, I get to go at my own speed, my own intensity. Keep moving, let's go. 15 seconds. Nice. We're working our brain as we do those crossover punches. And then we got those jacks. You can also do a seal jack. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Grab some water. Moving on to our next round. Let's go. Same idea. All right. So as we grab our water, take a look at the screen. See what we got ahead. We've got front raises, chest press, rows, and lateral raises. So if you want to do this more higher intensity, for the chest press, you can actually get onto the floor and do a chest press, or you're going to get into your chair, leaning it back and pressing those weights up. So it almost looks like I'm laying down and I'm pressing weights straight over my head when we do that chest press. We're going to be working our chest muscles. Front raises, we're coming up just like so. Maybe we'll do singles. Rows, we're going to be pulling those elbows back, and then lateral raises come out to the side. All right, let's do this. Starting with front raises, if you've got that TheraBand, you can use that. You can use 2 weights or 1 weight, depending on how you're feeling. We'll get started in 10 seconds. All right, are you ready? Let's find my lower weights. These again kind of get a little heavy. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's just do both arms up to the eyes and then slowly lower. Again, you can do this standing or seated. If 2 weights get too heavy, keep going. You can always do 1. Nice. Keep it up, or no weights at all. If you've got 2 weights, you can go singles. Keep it up. You can do that single, double if you want. Kind of get to make it your own flavor flav. Let's go. Check in with your core, check in with your posture. We sit up nice and tall. Are we breathing? Rest. Woo! Okay, here's your opportunity for chest press. So we're gonna lean it back into our chairs. My back stays flat, and I'm pressing those weights up directly over my chest. If you wanna get onto the floor, you can be down here and press the weights up too. Whatever feels good to you. Getting up off the floor is a workout in itself. All right, 10 seconds. We'll get started in 3. Well, in 10 seconds. So find yourself to your chair. My shoulder blades are kind of like in my chair. My weights are kind of out wide, elbows are wide. And I'm gonna exhale as I press the weights up over my chest. Inhale down. Good. Core is nice and strong, back is nice and flat, so it kind of looks like this. Pushing those weights directly above my chest. Keep it up. Exhale as you press, inhale as it comes down. You can do singles if you want. You can also hold one weight up and press with the other. A lot of different ways to make this challenging. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Nice job. Okay. So often when we do exercises, we want to work what's called opposite muscle groups. So we just worked our chest as we pushed. Now we're going to pull and work our back muscles. So we're going to be doing rows. So if we're seated, my weights are down by my side, my back is flat, and I'm going to pull my elbows up, squeezing my shoulder blades, bring those weights to my hips and lower, just like so. Standing option, I'm hinged over, I'm pulling. So think of that motion. Pull and squeeze. We're here for 40 seconds. Sometimes we can do heavier weight. It just depends on how you're feeling. So grab whatever weights feel good to you. We're gonna start in 10 seconds. I'm going for heavy. You ready? Roll those shoulders down and back. We're hinged forward, seated or standing. Let's go. Pull and squeeze in those shoulder blades. Pull those weights up. Good, just like so. Lower and pull. Nice. If you want to do singles, I think sometimes they call this like the, I don't know, the saw maybe. Singles. If that starts to hurt your back, you can always take a seat. You can do that single, single, double if you want. Keep it up, 10 seconds to go. Nice. Woo, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, give yourself a break. Last one, we're working the lateral raises. So arms are gonna come out to the side. These muscles are not as strong, so sometimes I drop the weights all together and just do the movement. So find weights that feel good to you. I'm gonna use my little 2-pound discs. And we're coming out to the side. Now, if we have a slight bend in our elbow, it'll feel a little bit easier. So play around with it, see how that feels. You ready? We got 10 seconds before we get started. Check in with your posture. Are we seated? Sit nice and tall. Core is engaged. If we're standing, slight bend in those knees. Ready? Let's go. Out to the side. We're controlling the weight up, hold for a couple seconds, and then lower. We're not going any higher than shoulder height. So I don't want weights all the way up here because that's gonna hurt your shoulders. Good. Core is engaged. Let's go for those singles. Out to the side. Good. Again, slight bend in the elbow if you need it a little bit easier. We're lifting. Good. You can go that single, single, double. We're challenging the brain. It's exercising too. 5 seconds to go, and we're moving on to our cardio. Let's go. Nice rest. Awesome. All right. Drop the weights. Grab a swig of water if you need it. We've got 1 minute of cardio. So this is when you might want to use those fun cordless jump ropes if you've got them. If not, you can just do the motion. So we're going to work for 30 seconds for jump rope. You can be here, you can do knee raises, you can jump and jump rope. We'll be there for 30 seconds, and then we've got a rope climb. You can add in a knee if you want, reaching and pulling. You can jog in place to make it more intense. Are we ready? Let's go. So we got jump rope for 30 seconds. You can also jog it out in place if you don't have a jump rope. You can do knee raises. You can do a step touch. That's why I like these cordless jump ropes, because I can do whatever I want while still getting in this nice little workout. I can lift the knees. I can jump the feet if I'm seated. Lower impact here. Heel tap. Good. Core still engaged. Let's go. This is our opportunity to get our heart rate up there. Keep it up. All right, rope climbs. Let's go. Reach and pull as fast as you can. Reach and pull, reach and pull. Maybe we march those knees. We can be here in a jog. You can come forward and backwards. If you want a little bit of proprioception, where we are in space, let's go. Or we're here, reach and pull as fast as you can. Anytime we get arms up overhead, we're working that heart rate. Let's go. 10 seconds to go. Come on, come on. Keep moving, keep moving. Almost done. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! I don't know about you, but my upper body needs a break. So it is time to work our lower body. Grab some water real quick. Show you what we're gonna be doing. Now, I know up on the screen it says add a TheraBand or ankle weights. I have these little ankle weights, but they're about 2.5 pounds, and after so many reps, it gets really tiring. So this is like definitely a higher level of difficulty. So I'm not gonna use those today. We've got options. So if you are able to stand and you wanna work your balance, I'll show you that standing option. But again, this can be done totally seated. So just know your body and know your limits. How it's gonna work is the ones that are in blue, we're gonna be focusing on a single side. So we're gonna be doing a knee raise for our right side for 30 seconds. Then we're gonna do a knee raise with our left side. And then for a full minute, I'm gonna be doing a sit to stand, knee raise for 1 minute. Now that's your high intensity option that requires some balance. If we're seated, same idea. Knee raise, I can physically lift 30 seconds on the right, 30 seconds on the left. And then for that minute, I'm going knee raise, leg extension, leg extension. So those are your two options, either doing that sit to stand or seated. That's up to you, however you're feeling. I'm gonna put on my timer. So right knee raises. If we're doing this standing, please hang on to a chair, a wall, a countertop. You can also just hold if you'd like, or drive the knee up. Have fun with it. All right, 10 seconds, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna start seated for right now. 30 seconds on the right. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So bring that knee up and lower. Good, if I need to physically lift, that works too. Good, we're here for 30 seconds. You're doing the standing, we're working our balance. Core needs to stay nice and strong, stay up nice and tall. This is gonna help our balance too. We got 10 more seconds and then we're gonna switch sides. Keep breathing. All right, you ready? Switch sides. Find your balance. Left knee now. Let's go. Keep it up. So again, we're challenging our brain, working that one side, and then we're gonna kind of do a little bit of a combo move. Legs start to feel tired. Physically lift, take a seat. All right, we're gonna do that knee raise, sit to stand, or knee raise, leg extension in 3, 2, 1. So seated option, I'm gonna go knee raise, leg extension, leg extension. Standing option, I'm gonna stand, boom. Knee raises, and sit, and stand. Good. If you wanna just do sit to stands for 1 minute, that works for me too if a knee raise doesn't work for you. We're focusing on our lower body. You're gonna do sit to stands a lot these next few rounds, so just keep that in mind. Good. You have 30 seconds to go. Pace yourselves. If you're starting to get tired, slow it down. Another great thing is standing is an exercise too. So you just need to stand and shift weight. That works for me too. If you just want to do alternating knee raises, you can do that too. 10 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Quick rest, shake it out. Good. All right, now we got hacky sack taps. So standing option, this one's gonna be very challenging. Touching the inside of my foot, like so, okay? Now, that's pretty tricky. Your other option, you can do what I like to call an ice skater, where you're kind of working your inner thigh. I'm not lifting my foot, but I'm still working my brain as I touch opposite hand to opposite knee as I shift my hips from one side to the other. So you can be here, but maybe we just go to the same side. Right side first, okay? That's also an option. Seated, I'm gonna lift that foot, tap opposite hand to the opposite foot. If that's too much, you can do like that windmill, like so, all right? Kind of a couple different options. Again, we're focusing on a single side for 30 seconds, single side for 30 seconds. Then we're gonna go squat tap, what do I got? Sit to stand, like so. That's also an option. Or leg extension. Feels a little complicated. Do the best you can, follow along. We're gonna get started in about 10 seconds. Are you ready? I think if my timer starts right. Are you gonna work? No. All right, one more time. Are we ready? Here we go. Hacky sack jack, right side first. I'm touching left hand to right foot in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lift. This is an internal rotation in my hip, working my brain. I can also reach it down, like so. Standing option, challenging, or reach it down. Keep it up. Good, you ready to switch? Switch sides. So, standing option, 1. Standing option, 2. Keep it up. Seated option, or here. Good. Figure out which one works for you. And when we go for the minute, If you just want to do alternating hacky sack jacks and ignore the sit to stand, that's fine too. 3, 2, 1. So we can just be here for 1 minute or do that sit to stand. Good. Ankle tap, sit to stand. Standing option. Woo! Or alternate that ice skater. Let's go. You got 30 seconds. This one feels good. Nice little stretch. I see so many different options. You're doing great. Keep it up. Good. Maybe tap, tap, leg extension, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! That one was no joke. That one was a pretty complex kind of a movement. You all did great. All right. Our last one is a car pedal push. So I love this one. If you have a TheraBand, I encourage you to grab it. I'm gonna kind of show you what this one looks like. So with my TheraBand, I'm sure we've all driven a car at some point in our lives. So the idea is I am doing just like so. I'm pushing forward, pulling that knee in, exhale and push. So if I've got that TheraBand, this TheraBand, I'm holding up nice and tight and I'm pushing through my heel and pushing forward. 30 seconds-ish there and 30 seconds on the other foot. All right. If you don't have a TheraBand, you're just gonna lean back slightly, drive that knee towards your chest and extend. All right. For our minute, we're pretty much gonna kind of do like a leg extension with 2 calf raises. Now, if we're standing, this might feel a little funny, so you can kind of just do a nice little standing leg extension if you want, or do the seated one. And then you'll do kind of like a kick, calf raise. All right, here we go. We're gonna get started in 10 seconds. Like I said, find that TheraBand if you've got it. We're gonna do about 30 seconds or a little more. Find which feels good to you. And we're gonna push. We're pushing through the heel, squeezing in the quad. I'm also working my biceps as I hold it here. So it looks like this, push and push. It's like a single leg press almost. Good. Feel this in my hip flexors and my quads and my biceps as I'm holding on nice and strong. Good. Again, if we don't have a TheraBand, I'm just pushing and bringing that knee in. Maybe I physically lift and lengthen. Let's switch sides. Place that TheraBand around the foot. Find your position and extend. Now, if you want more resistance, hold closer towards your foot. If it's too much, hold the TheraBand further away from your foot. Nice. We got about 15 or more seconds. Push and squeeze. Now, for the next minute, if you would like to just do sit to stand, you totally can. If you just want to do calf raises, you can. So I'm going to do kind of a leg extension, 2 calf raises. So we're here for 1 minute. So this is a good option. You can also do a sit to stand, a little calf raise. You decide. Working that lower body. If we're tired, maybe we just do heel taps or calf raises. Good. Keep it up. We're halfway there. Less than 30 seconds to go. Maybe we just stand and shift weight and do a couple of calf raises standing. Works for me too. Like I said, standing is an option. Standing is an exercise. It's a great way to still work our lower body, but in a much lower impact. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Nice job. All right. Similar to what we did before, we've got 1 minute of cardio. So we're going to do a side step. So just to the side. If you want something more, you can push those hands. You can reach the hands. It's going to be your high intensity option. Maybe we just hold on to a walker, countertop, side step. Seated option. I'm going to tap that foot, or you can march in place. We're here for 30 seconds. And then we've got a heel tap with those arms up overhead, tapping the heel forward. Again, maybe we're here. Standing. All right. 1 minute of work. Are we ready? Side steps in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So I'm just gonna side step those feet. Here's a great option for seated. Maybe I just march. That's fine too. Or we're here. You can push and pull, side step. Again, anytime I reach arms up overhead, I'm really gonna challenge that cardio. Nice. Come on. You can kind of change it up. Going into that heel tap with that arm reach. So now I'm gonna tap the heel kind of across my body, work the core a little bit. But if a heel tap doesn't work, you just stick with this little arm press and reach it up. Let's go. 15 seconds. Woo. Come on. Keep working. Come on. Give me 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Quick little rest. We got one more round of lower body. Y'all are doing so good. Grab some water. All right. Same idea, working lower body. We're gonna work on hamstrings. So whether we're doing a booty kick, pulling a heel up to our leg or up to our butt, like so. Standing, you're gonna go right side, left side, and then we're gonna alternate. If we're seated, a couple of different options. I'm gonna pull that toe underneath my chair. If you have a desk chair or a wheel or a walker, you can push forward and then pull back. So kind of pushing yourself forward and back using your feet. That works too. Doing that single leg, you might get a cramp. So just be aware of that. And then that minute, we're gonna just either alternate like so. We're doing both, or you can add in that squat or do squats. All right, here we go. Hamstring curls. Woo, let's do this. We're gonna get started in 10 seconds. I want you to focus on one side. So if you're seated, get those feet out nice far and in front, and you're gonna pull that right foot toe underneath your chair and then extend. Let's go. So we're either here for 30 seconds. Maybe I'm dragging my toe. If I have wood floors, maybe I put a towel underneath my toe. Good. If you're standing, you're here. Curl it up. Nice. Think about the muscle we're working, hamstrings. Now, if you have those ankle weights, when you put those ankle weights on, you're gonna feel it. Good. Let's switch sides right now. Left side this time. Again, if you're using like a rolly desk chair, you can just kind of roll back and forth or try single leg. It's challenging. Come on. About 15 more seconds here. And then you've got that 1 minute of either alternating, right, left, right, left, right, left with a sit to stand or leg extension, or just squats, or just stand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So you can be here with these butt kickers for 1 minute. A little bit of a cardio move. Good. You can do curl, curl, squat, curl, curl, mini squat. Keep it up, or we're here. Good. Or you can do a little bit of a V-step if you're done step aerobics in the past. A little bit of a V-step. Or you're just pushing and pulling with that chair, desk chair. Good. Perfect. Let's go, let's go. 20 seconds. This one feels good. I feel like I'm in like a dance fitness class. Keep it up. 10 seconds to go. Nice. 3, 2, and 1. Quick rest. All right, so this one's really challenging. This one's really gonna work the quads. So if your legs are starting to feel tired, especially in those hip flexors, which is kind of like right here, you can lift the knee up and hold, and we're gonna do a leg extension. So essentially it's gonna look like this. Knee comes up, lift the toe, okay? 30 seconds on the right, 30 seconds on the left. But again, if I need to physically lift and just do that leg extension, that's fine. Standing option, I gotta get my balance. I'm gonna hang on to my chair. My knee's gonna come up and kick, okay? 30 seconds on the right, 30 seconds on the left. And then when that minute comes, we're just gonna alternate. Cool? And then if we're seated, we're just gonna alternate for 1 minute. Woo! Let's do this. We're gonna stop, reset. 10 seconds, we're gonna get started. Let's work that quad, maybe work our balance. In 5, 4, 3, right side first. That knee comes up, and then we extend. I notice I have a lot of tightness in my hamstrings, so I can't extend all the way out. My flexibility is not so great. This is something to like notice and improve on. Good, seated option. Physically lift and extend. My hip flexors are starting to get pretty tired, so this move is totally fine. Keep working. Let's go other side. Left side. Maybe this is your strong side. Maybe it's not. Keep on moving. Let's go. Standing option. Knee comes up and extend. This one's gonna be the most challenging advanced option. Check in with your core. Check in with your posture. Strong core is everything. Let's go. 10 seconds to go. And then we're gonna alternate. Again, if you wanna just do sit to stands, calf raises, knee raises, that's up to you. Let's go. We got 1 minute. So high intensity option, a little bit of a kick. If you wanna add in a squat, you can. You can also do a kick. That's gonna be your most intense option. Maybe we're here. Good. Or we're just doing knee raises. I want you to listen to your body. Maybe we just do extensions. That works too. You're halfway, 30 seconds. We're gonna come, get nice and strong. We're almost there. Let's go. About 3 minutes of work left. You got it. 3, woo, 2, I'm noticing my balance is a little wonky, and rest. Grab some water. All right, final round. We're gonna be working our booty and our hips, inner thighs. So we've got squat taps. So for standing option, maybe I tap my foot to the side, like so. This is gonna challenge our balance. Other option, lift. Using the glute and lift. 30 seconds on the right, 30 seconds on the left, or tap it to the side. All right, for my friends who are seated, if you've got a TheraBand, you can always do clamshells. Using this band as resistance, I'm gonna wrap it around my legs, and maybe I just tap to the side, or I do those clamshells, whichever one feels good to you, right side, left side, and then we're gonna do together, okay? Let's do this, you ready? Squat taps, right side, 30 seconds. Begin. So I like to use like a TheraBand sometimes when I'm seated. Adds extra resistance, but if this is too much, you can always drop this weight. Tapping the foot to the side. If we need to physically lift, that's fine too. We're just moving our hips in a different direction. If you're standing, maybe we're tapping to the side, or you're lifting. Work that balance, hang on to something so we don't fall. Good. Let's switch sides. Left side this time, so tap that foot to the right and back. Now I'm in a little bit of like a squat position with a slight bend, so I'm really working this booty, this standing leg, and this one. Or maybe I lift. Keep it up. And we got 1 minute of alternating. You can do little squat taps alternating. You can do a clamshell. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So I'm either squat to the right, squat tap to the left. You can add in a calf raise if you want each time. Or I'm lifting, lifting. Good, keep it up. Or we're doing those clamshells. Open the knees and slowly close. Telling you, so many options to help get your body, lower body moving. Feel this in your glutes, inner thighs, outer thighs. Maybe we're just doing an alternating side tap. Less than 30 seconds of work. And then we got a little bit of a cardio blast, and we'll stretch out and call it a day. 20 seconds left, let's go. Stay strong, my friends. We got this. We are showing MS that we are stronger than it. We are all MS warriors, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Woo! Legs tired. All right, we have 1 minute of cardio, And we've got 30 seconds of cherry pickers, 30 seconds of narrow to wide. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like real quick. Okay, so cherry pickers, hands to the sky, hands to the hips. You can either bend it down or, for the seated option, reach it forward. Hands to the sky, hands to the hips, reach it forward. Nice and quick, okay? If we're standing, I'm either reaching up to the sky, hands to the hips, tiny little squat. Notice my head stays forward. I'm not bending down because you're gonna get really dizzy. Just like so. Chest stays up nice and high. We got 30 seconds of cherry pickers. Then you've got wide to narrow feet. So wide, wide, narrow, narrow, wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Or like so. If that's too much, you can march it out, you can punch it out. Cardio of choice. All right, 30 seconds of those cherry pickers. If you want a high intensity option, hands to the sky, hands to the hips, and add in a little bit of a hop, but that's gonna be your super advanced, so you know yourself, let's go. So we got those cherry pickers. Once you figure out the move, I want you to speed it up. This is your standing option. Keep going. Seated option. Reaching forward helps you not get dizzy. Good. Keep breathing. Keep moving. Y'all look good. Let's go. All right. Cardio of choice begins now. So maybe you do your punches. Maybe you do that wide to narrow. Maybe you just march it out. Maybe you do jumping jacks. Come on, let's go. So narrow to wide feet. You can jog it out. You can move forwards and backwards. So many different options, or you just punch it out. You got 10 seconds hard. Let's go. Finish strong. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. All right, everyone, show me your muscles. You are strong. Well done. All right, we're gonna stretch it out and call it a day. Nice job, nice job. We're also gonna change up my music because it's a little wild. We're gonna do some quiet music. I hope you all feel so strong, feel so proud of yourselves. You took time out of your day to move your bodies. So as we take a big breath in, I want you to just thank your body for the way it has moved and breathed for you today in whatever way that looked. Let's exhale it out. Nice and slow, arms come down to the side. Good, big breath in again. Fill up those lungs, reach, reach, reach. And exhale. Good. You are stronger now than when you began this workout, so there's something to celebrate. Last big breath in, up overhead. Lengthen in the spine. And as you exhale, reach arms behind your back or grab your chair, open up that chest. Now you can do this one standing if you'd like, or take a seat. Kind of the way we started this workout as we stretch. Exhale, round in the back, reach arms forward like you're hugging a tree. Check back in with your body. How's your mood? Maybe you forgot that you were overwhelmed or anxious just for a little bit. Great. Maybe you're feeling more energized or joyful. Acknowledge that, celebrate that. Take out the arms. Good. Inhale, arms up to warrior one position. So palms are facing each other, lengthen in the spine. And as we exhale, we're gonna bring arms to the side like you're pushing the walls away. Pull fingertips up to the sky. You should feel a nice stretch kind of here in your forearm and your bicep. Warrior two position. Exhale, bring one arm across your body. Maybe your muscles feel a little bit looser. Maybe you didn't notice the numbness or the tingling or the pain as much. Maybe it's improved some. Open up those arms into that warrior two position again. Push those walls away. Exhale, bring other arm across your body. Hug that arm to your chest. Rotate in the wrist. Good. Exhale it out and shake it out. Good. Let's do a spinal twist as we breathe in. I'm going to twist my top half to one direction, not the band, like a direction of the wall. Feeling a nice stretch in the spine. Maybe the back. Big breath in. Exhale, twist to the other side. breath in and exhale back to the center. Grab underneath the knee, pull the knee in, nice little knee hug, point and flex the toe, ankle rotation. Exhale, lengthen that leg long into that hamstring stretch. So I'm gonna reach towards that toe, ankle, shin, knee, whatever feels good. Feeling a nice stretch, holding for a few seconds here. Good. And then we're gonna pull that knee up, placing the ankle on top of our thigh. Now all of these are for a seated position. If you're trying to do this standing, maybe get onto the floor. Good, and then I'm kind of bringing my chest towards my thigh, feeling a nice stretch in the glutes, hips. Good, pull that knee in, place the foot on the floor, other side. Pull that knee up. Couple ankle rotations. Maybe feeling some snap, crackle pops. Exhale, lengthen long. Good. Breathing through these stretches. Stretching super important for flexibility, range of motion, spasticity, so we don't want to neglect this part of our workout, but stretch what you need. Pull that knee up, place the ankle on top of our thigh, hinge forward. Well, I am so very thankful that you all decided to join me today in this fun way to help keep you moving. Like I said, this will be on the MRSA Center's website to watch again. But if you need other ideas to help keep you motivated, pull that knee up towards your chest, place the foot on the floor. Take one more big breath in, up overhead. Exhale it out. You can always follow me at Keep Moving with Emily on YouTube, but thank you so much for joining me. I hope you feel stronger. I hope you feel like you have something to celebrate what you do. You got in your workout for today. You moved your body, and you should be proud of yourself. So thanks so much for joining me.